I think we're live. I think we're live. Let me see if I see myself come up. Oh, I do. Hey guys, we are live. Oh, you see paper there. That's not good. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, I'm going to go back to Zoom here quickly because I know that some people are going to be joining us on Zoom. Hey, if you're joining us on Zoom, and hey, I'm streaming this to our Facebook group. Hi guys, it's a special day because we're doing this in the evening. I had to do a replay and I'm actually wearing makeup for you guys today. Isn't that amazing? Wearing makeup and I got a faux fur on. You can't really tell. Can't really tell. Okay, I see you on here live. I am going to put it onto the comments in case I see comments come through. Say hi if you guys are joining on live. These are our live trainings that we do here in the Mojo Moni community, and I'm going to jump in because I like to keep these short and sweet and actionable and to the point. And yes, I'm even wearing makeup today just for you guys. So I'm super pumped about this because I've reached, oh, I can hear myself here. And I apologize if I have a little come in. You should see her. She looks like a ragamuffin right now. Her hair is crazy because it is bedtime in our household, but such is life. But listen, let's dive in and talk about metabolic insurance because I've had a bunch of you guys reach out to me saying that, you know, when we're over 40 and we're super busy and we're getting into a super busy time of year and we need to focus on, we don't want to gain weight over the holidays. Ultimate goal, right? Please. 5, 10, 15. I was 15 pounds every single holiday, 15 pounds. And then we are going to dive in how not to be gaining that 5, 10, extra 15, even 20 pounds over the holiday season. And what we are going to do to maybe actually lose over the holiday season using metabolic insurance. Okay. And listen, you're going to relate to this if you have tried, you know, the typical start fresh in January, but every year you have what I call post-holiday syndrome, which means that you have this, I'm just going to forget it for December. I'm going to start fresh in January. January comes and you've just been through a tornado of energy that sucked every ounce out of you and you're just exhausted. And you're like, I really should be starting to do this for myself. And then all of a sudden you blink and it's February. Right? So you're just too tired to even think about it post-holiday. Or maybe you're halfway through and you're doing really good in the holidays and you're trying to make the right choices. We all know what it means to eat healthy, right? Eat clean, and you're trying to make the right choices. And then halfway through, you just say, F it, I am going to eat and drink like Santa. I am going to enjoy. I am going to do all the things because obviously my willpower is not strong enough. Or maybe you are the complete opposite, which I have experienced as well, where you just want to hide out and you have zero desire to go out because you don't want to deal with the temptation. You don't want to be guilting into eating. You ate a pot pie and then you feel like crap afterwards and guilty because you ate it. And you just don't even want to deal with family photos and candid shots and then looking at them afterwards and going like, oh my, right? Who's ever looked at a photo of themselves 10 years ago and go, oh my gosh, if I would have realized how good I looked, how skinny I was, how toned I was, how I looked strong, healthy, whatever it was 10 years ago. But when that shot was taken 10 years ago and you looked at it, you're like, right? It doesn't go away, right? It's something we continuously have to work on. But anyways, the picture, I remember mine was in a plaid onesie. Hey guys that are watching on Facebook, say hi. In a plaid onesie. And I was like, no one looks good in a plaid onesie. I don't care if you're Giselle or Cindy Crawford. No one looks good in a plaid onesie. And I do not want to take this family photo. But every year, 15 pounds for me. So in an effort not to gain weight over the holidays and maybe actually even lose over the holidays and come into January with some kind of energy to not have to think, oh my God, I'm a pant size behind now. I'm 15 pounds behind now. I have to work even harder and just not have the energy to do so. And if you're still left with like those plateauing results, I will tell you this, the problem is not the program or the challenge or whatever you might be trying to do over the holidays to keep things together. The problem is that we still continue not to focus on a healing protocol and getting to the root cause of why our body is holding on to fat and not releasing it, why our body is holding on to inflammation and not releasing it. And that right away is a metabolism halter. And you got to remember, our metabolism is the engine in our car. It controls how fast we're going, what's burning at a high rate. And when our metabolism hormones are like, we need to put the brakes on, we conserve energy. And we do that by holding on to fat. Okay. But here's the thing. I'm just going to go through my handy dandy notes here too and make sure I don't miss anything with you guys. Hey guys watching. Hey. Here's the thing. If you have metabolic insurance, which I call metabolic insurance, you do not have to do the typical white knuckling it through the week and watch everything that you eat through the week, everything that you put into your mouth. So you think that you will not gain weight and that you maybe have a free pass on the weekends to go all out and party like a rock star, do whatever you want to do and eat, you fall into the spinach dips, oops, right? But this metabolic insurance will not only allow you to enjoy life, because food is not only fuel for us, it is celebration, it's culture, it's gatherings, it's so many things, right? And we've got to take that obsession out of it, and maybe we can even actually lose weight. And I'm telling you right now, there's a bunch of 3Mers that are going through this holiday and we're made a pack. We're losing weight over the holiday. It can be done, right? And guys, like I said before, I totally get it, because it feels like at this point in the juncture, especially getting into the end of November, you're like, there's no point, because in years past, like I'm 40 something, I'm going to be 47 in 6 weeks, 47. December 29th, mark it in your calendars. But, we probably have tried over the holidays, right? Maybe we've watched everything that we've eaten, and then, or maybe we've tried like, the 10-day fit into your little black dress plan, and we're miserable because it's restrictive and there's not much not much fun in it, right? Or we've done the clean eating this is a big one, clean eating for 5 days to allow us to eat what we want on the weekends. And ultimately what happens? You still end up bloated, feeling heavy and tired. Or you try to squeeze in an extra workout, or jump into this class or that class, or set your alarm for 6 a.m. and say like, oh, if I get that workout in, it'll even things out for me. We don't say that, but to ourselves, but if I get the workout in, then maybe I won't gain the weight over Christmas, when really all we want to do is press the snooze button because we're tired. And really all this effort and time that we're putting in actually puts us back to square one, or is a real detriment to our fat loss, metabolism, energy boosting journey in our 40s. And if you've been around this community long enough, you've heard me explain why in previous trainings, okay? But let's dive into some strategies and get moving here that are very successful for busy women in their 40s. And the ones in my 3Mers, these are what I teach my 3Mers. And I'm obviously going to give you a high level overview of this. It has to be very individualized. If you want to dive deeper, I do welcome you to PM me, reach out, and we can talk about the specifics as it deals with your life and your situation. Okay. Let me know where your roadblocks, let me know what you're scared of, let me know what your goals are. So listen, like it's countless women have overcome that dreaded weight gain and feeling that you're falling further behind, or the feeling that you just don't have the capacity to even think about yourself over the holidays. You're like the low man on the totem pole. It is totally fair. But here is what we're going to need to do. And guys, I even have, hey guys watching, say hi. I don't know. So here's what we need to do. Okay. I even have my handy dandy. It's going to be like class a little bit. We need to create metabolic insurance. Hey, Gina. Oh, I just talked about my 3Ms. Gina can attest to this. We need to create metabolic insurance. And metabolic insurance is just like any other kind of insurance in our lives. I call it the in case shit happens. Excuse my French. I do keep it. I am a little open here tonight. It's our in case shit happens, right? So we use that to create this sort of foundational line, which is where our fat storage hormones are in balance, our metabolic hormones are in balance, so that your body can naturally use energy or store energy or release energy, AKA fat. Okay, so this is how it looks like. This is going to be this magic line here with our arrows is our meta line. Okay, metabolic line. Do you guys see that? Is it going to be backwards? Oh, it's totally backwards, but that's okay. You guys get it. Blue line is our metabolic line. Okay, this is the desired, I hate using the word balance because it's so overused, but this is the desired sort of homeostasis balance that we want to create in our over 40 physiology. Okay, and when this state happens, our energy levels are constant through the day. We don't have the overriding cravings, the 3 p.m. cravings that drive us crazy. We don't have energy highs and lows. Our body naturally releases the fluff, especially around our midsection area, because that's hormonally, that's where typically a lot of us will store excess inflammation and fat is around the midsection. And we've just created that balance, okay? And our body loves it. It craves it. And because remember, guys, our body wants to be healthy. It wants to run efficiently. It doesn't want to have hormonal chaos and energy highs and lows and your brain screaming, eat this cracker at 3 p.m. because we need something. It doesn't want to be that. It wants to have this line. And that's what we need to create metabolic insurance, okay? So what happens when we sometimes stray from the line, okay? So we go like this. Say this is Monday, okay? Monday. You guys see it's going to be totally backwards. Monday, say we stray from the line, and we dip from the line, and we stray from line, and we have this. Then we have these highs and lows, which I could equate to, it could be stressful at times in your life. It could be lack of sleep. It could be you binge eating at a dinner like crazy. You fell into the spinach dip. Like I said, just automatically fell into the spinach dip. You drank your face off one night, whatever it may be. If we have these highs and lows, the quicker we can get back to this metabolic line, the better our insurance, okay? And your body will react to that and not store anything. The French fry won't add 5 pounds to the hips, even though it felt like it, right? It adapts, it comes back to that middle line. That's your metabolic insurance, okay? When we don't have that metabolic insurance, we go past this line and hit the lulls. Okay, and then we feel like we have to resist temptation, starve ourselves, work out like crazy, whatever it may be, to try to get us back here. And really, when we've done the things, the strategies, which I'm going to share in just a second, to create that insurance, your body will bounce back there naturally on its own. There's nothing special that you need to do, right? When we create, that's what the goal is. 3M system, Mojo Morning Community, that is the goal, is to create this balance in the line. And there's always going to be ebbs and flows. That is life. But we always make it back to that line. Okay. Hopefully my little diagram, I'm not a teacher, all my teachers out there, and I know you're out there, you're probably like, Moni, that was a terrible whiteboard presentation, terrible. But hopefully you get the gist of it. Okay. And this is the thing, right? If we have, Monday, we have a variance, but say Tuesday, we don't. Wednesday, we have a variance, but we come back Thursday, we don't. Okay, we always create that adaptation in our bodies, which is big. Okay, so let's get into the specifics. I'm looking at my notes here, making sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, how do we do this? And you're like, well, this is great, Moni. Love the line. I want the line. Trust me. How? Again, it comes down, and you guys have heard me talk about this before. I'm talking with my hands a lot here. Hey guys watching. It comes down to nutrition pairing and making sure that you're doing this on a consistent basis based on your day's energy demand, and noting that every day's energy demand is going to be different, right? Because every day's energy expenditure is different, right? That's why we can never eat typically that 3 meals, 2 snacks every single day, because every day's energy demand is different. Some days you don't need snacks, some days you do. But we want to make sure we have that specific nutrition pairing that's based on your physiology, your lifestyle, your activity level, your health history, that will solve not only the energy lulls, okay, that typically happen when we're running and running and running. and just life happens. But it creates that magic metabolic blue line that I just told you. And that is where our body is the most happy. And that's where it always wants to come back to. And when we've established that, it's almost like muscle memory. Back in the day, you heard about muscle memory, you know, when you work out. When we come back to that, your body remembers, okay? Your body remembers. And this is what allows you to have, hey guys, to have, make sure there's no comments here. Hey, Jennifer, hey, Lindsay. And this allows you to have the pot pie, right? And the wine and the good stuff, right? And coming back to that metabolic insurance. We are also, when we have that nutrition pairing through the day based on that day's energy demand, we are creating, like I said, that metabolic insurance line. And really that line is when our fat storage hormones and our metabolic hormones are in balance. You guys have heard me talk about the cortisol insulin seesaw that we do not want to have happen, right? The elephant and the mouse. We do not want to have that happen in our metabolism. So we want that to be as even as possible. And to do that, you just get back to business as usual, right? And that will help solve the chronic holiday bloat. So the old mythology or belief of, oh my God, I binged on Saturday, drank too much, fell into the spinach dip, did way too much. Tomorrow, I am going to have 3 smoothies a day. I'm going to work out. I'm going to do an extra Zumba class. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Is actually a detriment in our 40s because we're not that metabolically reactive. You have not established that blue line yet, okay? In our 20s and 30s, totally worked. 40s, it does not. It is actually a detriment because it's actually causing more stress, more cortisol in our body, creating actually more of a seesaw, okay? So when we have that magic metabolic line and we detour and come back, the bloat, I did a video about Thanksgiving, right? Bloated up, look 5 months pregnant. I called it the cheese baby post Thanksgiving because I ate half the charcuterie board. I love charcuterie boards. Look pregnant, 24 hours later, gone. Because I have the metabolic insurance. I just went back to business as usual. I didn't change a thing. Okay, business as usual. Nutrition pairing based on my day's energy demand and lots of water, light, fresh food, right? Key. Lastly, we want to make sure that we are incorporating hormone balancing movement, and I could even say workouts, I'm going to say loosely workouts, into our regime. And now, before you guys are like, Moni, I'm not going to have time to work out. I'm not going to have time to work out. If you have not been working out before today, do not start over the holidays. Again, it's actually a detriment. You're putting more stress on your body, but you need movement. And hormone balancing movement is key. 10, 20 minutes, okay? Great for excess inflammation in our body that we gain. Hey guys, Amber, can we meet? I see your guys' comments. I'll come in just a second. Great for inflammation in our bodies and great for stress management. Getting outside, fresh air, movement, okay? Because, and please don't confuse movement with like carrying laundry up and down the stairs and running around and serving dinner for 30 people, okay? Movement is a time for you to connect with your body and connect with nature, right? 10, 20 minutes. Don't make it an extra item for your to-do list. We don't want to add anything to our to-do list. It's overwhelming for us, which will create inaction. All right, so that's basically 1, 2, 3, guys. To create that metabolic insurance line, nutrition pairing based on your day's energy demand, key, okay? It's based on you. 2, when we have that metabolic insurance, we have that adaptability. We're very conscious of where that cortisol insulin levels are, and we're staying around that blue line. Our body loves that and will always work towards being that way, okay? Especially if we've established it. And number 3, if we do have some kind of incorporating movement, I'm not telling you to exercise harder, okay? Incorporating movement into our days. If you are already on a consistent workout routine and schedule, and it works, and you're not worried about it being thrown out the window over the holidays, continue with it. And if you have to back off of it just because of time constraints, just make sure you get your 10, 20 minutes in there just to ground yourself, breathe, okay? Great for inflammation and stress, like I said. So guys, the reality is this, if this is a problem that you constantly face, oh, here's my little coming in. And you want those quick wins for lasting results. Trainings like this obviously are amazing. It's going to give you a high level. Hey, say hi, Mila. Oh my gosh, your hair looks way better. Did Daddy brush it out? Say hi to everyone. You should have seen her before. She looked like a ragamuffin. I'll post in the group. Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
We're just wrapping it up, okay? She my mini me or what? Okay, do you want to show the board?
Yeah.
Okay, you show the board. Okay, say that's metabolic insurance. Can you say that word? No, that's okay. But the point is to close, guys, is that if this is something that you plateau with every year, every holiday, and it's something that's been, there we go, distraction, something that you would like to talk about more on how it is specific to you. Obviously, this is high level. I don't know your history. I don't know your activity level. I don't know what has worked for you in the past. I don't know what you've tried. I don't know what you're frustrated with. So I can only give high level solutions and trainings like this, okay, to try to help. If you want to dive deeper into your situation, I am here for you. That's my job, is to support you. So I welcome you just to give me a quick PM, super easy, and then we'll chat through it, all right? Because this is your own journey. This is your own journey, okay? Okay, let me ask her the questions. Thanks, guys, for training. Okay, there's a couple on. She's adorable. Oh my God, she is cute, but she's my spicy. I'm going to tell you guys right now, she's spicy. Are you spicy?
No.
Yeah, you are. You so are. Hey,
No,
Kara.
no.
Hey. Hey, Lindsay. That's so me. Is this live right now? Kara, it is live. Amber, can we eat meat? Oh my gosh. You've probably watched Game Changers, Amber. Amber is a good friend and colleague of mine.
Look.
There's a big discussion right now about there's a Netflix documentary called Game Changers, and they tested athletes that went on a plant-based diet. That's a huge rabbit hole that I can go down. I always say this, it depends on the person, depends on the athletic discipline, depends on the environment that they're in, depends on their age, it depends on so many things. Meat for some people, it's part of their life, it's part of their culture. I look at the environmental sustainability of it, and I think there has to be definitely some changes with that, because it's terrible. Meat production in general is terrible for our environment. Okay, but nutrition wise, I'm not going to jump down that rabbit hole, Amber. Not going to jump down that rabbit hole. I'd like to learn more. I missed the beginning of this talk. Okay, so Kara, no problem. It'll be taped and it's recorded in our Mojo Morning community. If you signed up for it through Zoom, I'll give you guys a replay. Okay, so you'll have access to it. She's definitely a mini you. I know. She's my spicy.
Baby.
You're making a baby. Okay, guys, with that said, I am going to jump off here. Again, I welcome you if you want any more questions answered, or if you want to dive into this a little bit deeper, please reach out to me and I'd be happy to chat with you. All right, have an awesome night. Look at that, 24 minutes. Woohoo! Mila, can you say night to everybody?
Good night.
Come here.
Good night.
Say good night.
Good night.
Say sleep tight.
Good night.
Say I'm going to be 5 in how many days?
3.
Oh, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right, guys.
You done your work?
I'm done my work. It's time for Betty's. Read a story?
Wait, that you?
Yeah, that's you on there. It's delayed.